Colts. Here's the rookie from Texas, D'Onta Foreman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
They run again with Foreman. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2nd down now after the incompletion. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 44 yards.
That has to be frustrating for defenders. 3rd down, they take a shot way downfield. There is good coverage, yet they still come down with the football and pick up a big gain.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Barkevious Mingo coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Play number 8 here on the opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. This is Marlon Mack, the rookie from South Florida. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd and short. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
3rd and 2, Luck. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3 and out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go!
They go again with Blue. Able to push his way through. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run with Foreman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Fresh set of downs here. Now Foreman. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here we go.
Again, it's Foreman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the 50, it's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. Now a first down throw. Lock. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christine Michael. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Locke. And he's got Moncrief. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll run him here with Michael. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's Locke. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. A big play there for Indy. 47 yards.
Crash now, crash. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes there as well.
Yeah, boy, he's a talented individual because you can use him in so many different ways. Obviously, a defensive end, he can play stand-up outside linebacker, and in nickel and sub situations, rush him inside against offensive guards is usually too quick for him.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Luck. Caught left side by Hilton. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Vinatieri now on to try to field goal for the Colts. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Come on, let's go.
Here's Foreman. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here's Watson now on second down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's 3rd and 5. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
On first down, Watson. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. To throw is Watson, buying time to his left. And he's got Miller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Come on, let's go.
Watson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Come on, let's go.
Watson now looking to throw on 2nd down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On the run, this is Michael. Oh, nice move. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On first down, Luck. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On the carry, Michael. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On first and 10, Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Doyle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The throw on second down is Locke. This will be caught inside the 10. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On the ground, it's Michael. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, here's Locke. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Luck. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Let's go.
Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Snags it for the pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And now out comes Houston. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Strong grabs it over the middle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw on 2nd down. Watson. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and 2, Watson.
In today's football,
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Should their woes on offense continue, that's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael, and he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They run again with Michael. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Moncrief, the man in motion right. Play clock winding down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Luck on 1st down. That is caught at the 7. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. Now a give. It's Michael. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here's Locke. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Locke. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kamar Aiken, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back to throw, Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Al Woods. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Vontae Davis.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Here's Luck now on second down. Now he steps away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Luck. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Andre Howe. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go! Ohio!
After the interception, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now it's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Again, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They go to Michael again. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Luck. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Watson trying to get his guys moving.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Flushed out right. He's going to find a man here. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Red zone opportunity. A carry for Foreman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. back to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Texans on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Colts on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.